One of the most fearsome environments in college basketball. The Houston Cougars 71-5 at the Fertitta Center in its 5 years of history. It's the greatest show on the hardwood right now for fans young and old as the Cougs take on Temple. The win against a good Tulane team. The preseason All-American starting to play like it, leading the Cougars in points and steals per game. Steven Anderson throws it. Jarris Walker wins the tip. Joe Lindsey, Ron Gruber, and Steven Anderson, the officials. And it is the Houston Cougars in command of the basketball and in command of the nation's #1 ranking. Their second stint atop the polls this season. First shot of the game missed by Tremont Mark and rebounded by Juwan Roberts, who really took the brunt of Kelvin Sampson's shoot around this morning. Jamal Shead misses a floater and a couple of missed shots on the opening possession for Houston. As we look at the Temple starting five, Aaron McKie's starting five does not include his top two scorers. Caleb Battle and Damian Dunn will come off the bench. This is Zach Hicks, their best three-point shooter, and Hicks is left alone to give Temple the lead.
And that's a good sign. If you can get Hicks an open look. Now the key was that was out of a late trap. Houston's going to trap that ball screen, and if they don't get there in time, there's going to be opportunity.
Same starting five for Houston every game but one this season. The McDonald's All-America freshman Walker, Sasser, Shed, and Mark, the terrific guards, and the much improved scorer Roberts. Here is Jarris Walker, and Core Jungkook comes flying in from the weak side to swat it away. White with a touch pass to Hicks as Temple looks to push tempo. And Owls team 5-2 in the American after just a 6-7 non-conference. And there's a massive rejection by Roberts at the other end. Said before a game, that's Juwan Roberts. He's going to redshirt this year. He may be the best offensive rebounder I've ever had. He's finally stepped into a bigger role this year as Sasser buries a three to put Houston on the board.
Force you into playing fast. Trying to go against this defense with pace. Good luck.
Dunn in battle, ready to check in at the next whistle. This is Emmanuel Okpomo in the game off the bench for Jungkook, and a great find as Jourdain, not a big three-point shooter, does not connect, and Mark is there for the rebound. Shed, he's been hot of late from three. Jamal Shed, 30, not in question from day one. Reggie Chaney's off the bench for Houston, their first substitute, placing Roberts. Chaney lost Okpomo as a chance for a three-point play. Big minutes for Emmanuel Okpomo, who played 2 minutes.
Sure what Chaney was doing. He kind of lifted up towards the elbow. He was there. I mean, no reason to get lost there. There's no ball screen. He just got lost on that play. Too easy to pass.
Off the shot fake, Shed. Chaney, wow, just popped it in with a left fist. Here for his teams. This three by Sasser, and White has the defensive board. Miller with a step. Jourdain sealed him off, and Hasir Miller finishes, the sophomore from Philly. Just wait for Francis to do something special when he's in the game, and here he is, leading it off the window for two.
That was a good find by Marcus Sasser. Just kind of deny that.
Jourdain. Into Roberts. Found his way to Jungkook. What a delivery by Jourdain. Himself in a trap. Mark. Here comes Sasser. Down the lane. Out for Shed. A corner three is good. His second.
And it was the second driving.
That's right now. Very good rebounding team, especially in conference play. Miller out of trouble to Hicks. His second three.
All that comes back to in defense. We're able to get baseline drive, baseline drift, open three for one of their best three-point shooters. That's good stuff. But you have to risk the trap. You have to play into the trap to get that look.
Roberts found himself alone, able to get to the left-handed score.
Like I said, when
he's an All-American guard. Only the second Houston turnover. Dunn over Roberts. Dunn bags a three. Temple its largest lead of 6. He have led almost the whole game. Here's Dunn guarding Mark. Slithers by him and got to his favored left hand.
Yeah, Dunn just stood up.
Battle with Hicks for an offensive rebound. Houston's fourth. Sasser. Good night.
My quality control. God love him.
You want to take that up together at the break? I'll stay out of your way.
I'm sure I'll have something for me.
Houston's last lead was 10-8 until now. Sasser, who has 4 of Houston.
Marcus Sasser, when he puts the ball on the floor, has been effective.
That'll look like he had a look for 3 there and passed it up. You don't get many of those against Houston, but he gets another, and this one he hits.
And I love off the dribble jump team to figure out. Especially when defenses have to scramble. That's a long scramble if you can make jump shots off the bounce.
Here's Sharp with a good look. Sharp buries it. Their best three-point shooter at 40.
Then you don't panic as much. And that's how you prepare for this game. You know what you're going to face. You just got to settle in and deal.
Roberts finds a cut and shed. Lead. Dunn with space. Dunn with his second 3. And a 10-point first half.
Just
make a different shot in game clock. Shed at the controls for Houston. Battle on him. Into Walker with a seam. Walker shoves it off the rim. Rebound, batted around. Sharp comes out of it. And Shed couldn't get it off in time. So the first time this season, Houston does not lead at the half. It took until game number 20. And a game has outscored Houston 2-1 to start the half. White, good step, and then the block from behind came from Mark. White snatched it back, and Hicks makes him pay with a 3.
Hicks is real. So Dunn, Battle, and Hicks on the floor at the same time. You got 3 guys who can space it.
Sasser feeds Shed. Good look. Good hit.
And it's been Marcus Sasser with the basketball doing whatever the heck you need to do for your team to win. And right now it's been sharing the basketball, being more of a creator than a scorer. Now, the more you create, the more easy looks you're going to get yourself.
Well, Walker just looked off Dunn to give him space. And Kelvin Sam shoot lasers out of his eyes. 4 to shoot, Shed. Sasser fighting hard. He got around Battle. Marcus Sasser doing it all himself.
You know, Battle, the shot went up, and Battle turned into... Again, Temple's gotten good looks. They just haven't made a lot of open shots. Clappable misses. It's one of my favorite terms.
Sasser put Miller into the meat grinder, and Houston reclaims the lead.
Just keep going back to Sasser. If you keep not anybody else on the floor drawing 2.
He has a dozen to lead Houston. Jourdain around Walker. Punches it home for his first basket. Walker, good close by Jaleel White. Walker will try to post him. White lets him go baseline, and Walker floats it on the rim. No. Cheney playing one-man volleyball, and Walker step back, puts Houston back on top.
Walker gets credit for Dunn stay on the bench because you have other guys handling the ball when it probably shouldn't be.
Walker against John Cooch. Walker spins around him, and a soft touch to lay it in. Dunn slips it inside. Jourdain with a dribble. Jourdain with a finish. And the foul will send Jourdain to the line.
Rebounds. They have not been able to get active on the offensive glass, and floaters are those shots that you want to be on offensive rebound.
Here's Hicks with a good look. Hicks strokes a 3. Temple leads by 6. Here's Dunn. Shed got onto him late. And Dunn left it short. Rebound to Mark. Houston can go, maybe. Mark pulls up, scores over Hicks.
I love that shot. Defense.
Will it be Sasser's time? It has been the last 2 games. Cheney on the slip. Into Roberts. 3-point game.
This is the best offensive action I've seen.
A block shot for Mark.
Damian Dunn has to touch the ball more often. Trust his decision making.
There goes Sasser. His shot rejected by Jourdain. Houston wants a goaltend, and Roberts took it back. He stole it from Hicks. He can tie the game. Juwan Roberts.
We're waiting, just kind of hanging on to the basketball, and Juwan Roberts, what a heady play. And he can tie it up with a made free throw. Sorry for my sarcasm. All right. Ball here down the stretch, and they've taken nothing but tough contested shots.
They're playing prevent offense. Dunn got into Roberts, and a foul called. Damian Dunn will shoot two, and Roberts has fouled out.
I'm shocked by that one. I'm usually good with a replay. Let's take a look. I'm sure we'll slow it down. Oh, that's be a little more fresh, but hasn't been great in this game.
And here's Mr. Automatic at the line. Say, well, would you believe that?
Well, defensively, they've been able to do a lot of different things, switching. We'll see what this does for them on the other end.
Done for the lead. Got it. 56-55 would have been the guy if you were going to foul. Instead, it is Dunn. Try to be the closer. 5 to shoot. Damian Dunn. A lot of contact. John Cooch throws it out. Now Houston must foul.
No, it's a shot clock.
No.
It has to be a shot clock.
Ball did not hit the rim.
Ball did not hit the rim. It has to be a shot clock violation.
This can be reviewed, and certainly will, by the officials. The horn. Here's Shed. Houston, #1 ranking on the line. Shed drives it. Shot blocked. Cheney shot blocked. Out of bounds. 1 second to go.
All right. I wouldn't be surprised if you take a timeout and then have them look. Cheney and Walker, who you have to look for, slipping.
Shed lobs it into Mark. No! Temple has done it! Temple slays the Dragon. And #1 goes down in Houston. 56-55. A milestone victory for Temple, taking down the nation's top team for the first time in more than 2 decades.
Tremendous execution, out of bounds underneath. You got a great look. Tremont Mark curls tight, no one there at the rim. He just couldn't get it to go. And I said it, Temple didn't win this with all the shot making. They won.